Alright, so welcome back to another day of the 100 Days Design Challenge with Xpress-Pixels, and today we'll be designing a special offer flyer. Alright, so let's dive right into it. Alright, so now the first thing I want to do, of course, is select my canvas size. Okay, so I'll be going with the custom size 1024 by 1024 pixels, and then I'm going to create. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do, or the first thing I want to do, is add my background. Okay, so I'm just going to come here and then I'm going to click solid colors. I'm going to change the color code here, so I'm just going to use FFE9BA. FFE9BA. All right, so this is the background color I'll be using. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is import the first resource. I'll just go into my file where I have my resources again, and then I'm going to pick the first one. This is the first resource I'll be importing, so I'm going to take this, drag and drop inside of Photoshop. Good, so let me just increase this a bit. Let me take this down. All right, this is good. Okay, so I want to add a background to this, so a shadow. So I'm going to come here and click on drop shadow. Okay, now you can use my settings here. So you set the blend mode in normal, opacity you increase it to around 65 or increase it more. So let's just use let's use 73. Then your angle is at 90 degrees, the distance is at 22, spread 0, size 29, and then okay. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go to my text tool, and then I'm going to write the text, the word offer, OFFER. Now I'm going to select it. The color code for my text offer is this here, C56007. You can copy the color code, and then okay, that's that. Then what I want to do now is I'm just going to increase. Let me centralize this, and then let me increase it. So I'm going to increase it a bit. Good. Alright, so I'm going to move it right behind this cup of coffee. Going to move it there. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do, I'm going to add another text. I'm going to click on my text tool again, and then I'm going to add the word special, 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 and then I'm going to change the color code of these to 7D, so 7D3500. Okay, all right. I'm just going to increase the size of this. I'm going to increase the size of this. Let me centralize it and increase the size of this. All right, so I'm going to change the font. It's still Mozambique demo I'll be using, but I'm going to be using irregular here. I'm going to select irregular. Good. All right, so now the next, before that, let me just increase this a bit. Let me increase all of this. So just increase this. All right, this is good. Okay, so now the next I want to import the next resource I'll be using here. So I'm just going to go into my file where I have my resources, and I'm going to import this, the next resource. So I'm going to drag this and drop out of Photoshop. Okay, so this is going to be placed at this corner here. So this is going to be placed at this corner here. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to duplicate this. So to duplicate, right, select, I just press Alt, and then I'm going to click and drag. Okay. All right, so let me rotate this. Good. All right. Okay. All right. Good. So now the next thing I want to do is import the next resource, of course. So I'm just going to go into my shape tool here. My file here. I'm just going to drag these and drop inside of Photoshop. I'm going to drop this here. Okay, that's good. So let me bring this forward. I want it to be in front. I'm going to take this, just reduce this a bit. Reduce, and then I'm going to drop it at this corner here. Okay, good. All right. So now the next thing I want to do is also import another resource, of course. So all the resources that we use here will be made available for those that are interested in replicating this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to drop this here. Let me just reduce this. I'm going to place this here. All right. Let me just rotate this a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take it right behind this cup. I don't want it to be in front of the cup. I'm going to take it right behind the cup. All right, that's good. That's good. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is, sorry, let me just drag this down a bit. Good. All right, now so the next thing I want to do, let me increase this text offer a bit. I think that's good. All right, so now the next thing I want to do is import the next resource, of course. So now the next resource I want to use is the next resource I'll be using. I'm going to go into my file, and then this is the next resource I'll be using here. This here. So I'm just going to drag this and drop it out of Photoshop. All right. So I'm just going to reduce the size of this, place this around here. Good. Now let me just duplicate this. So Alt, let me place this here. To reduce, I don't want this to be behind. Should repeat. So I'm going to take this and drag behind the cup and place here. Where I'm going to duplicate this again. So Alt and just drag and drop, probably on this side. So I can decide to rotate it like this. All right. So let me reduce this. Good. Good. Let me place this here. Let me drag this down. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do is add a text. So let me rotate this. I don't want it to enter into this offer here. Next I want to do is add a text. Add the text of $10 right inside here. I'm going to go to my text tool, and then I'm going to place here, and I'm going to write the word $10. Okay. Alright, so let me select this, Control A, and then let me change the color to white. Of course, I need a contrasting color. White, or let me use this, our background color. Alright, so I'm going to change the text to Mozambique. Let me see, Mozambique smooth. Okay, that won't work. This text does not have a number value for it. So I'm just going to select, let's say, banger here. I'm going to use the one bangers, the text bangers. So if in case you need to download it, you can just type for it and download bangers. Alright, so that was basically our design today. A very simple flyer design for a special offer. Alright, so thank you very much for staying to the end of this class. I hope you learned something new. I'd love to see you in the next one. Please do help to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.